channel, and if you are new here, hey, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how to do job interview makeup. How to make sure that you are job interview ready, just doing some light, natural makeup, just so you can look a little bit more put together than when you are barefaced, but still really natural and really light so it doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup during your job interview. I think that this is super important for people that are just graduating college, or even if you're in high school and you're just applying to jobs to have like a little job after school. This is going to be the tutorial for you. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to see how to get a light, natural makeup look, then make sure you just keep on watching and we'll go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off of camera. I went for a little bit of a more natural brow. I always kind of do my brows bold though, so this is natural for me. You can do your brows however you want, but the emphasis on this tutorial is really just going to be on your skin and your face and just kind of enhancing your natural beauty. So that's what we're going to do today. To start off, I'm going in with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is just such a good filter to like illuminate your skin, brighten it back up, and just make it look nice and glowy for your interview. Just rub this all over your skin. I did go ahead and moisturize, so that is out of the way. Just want to make sure that my skin is nice and prepped and it is looking the best it can. Because I do have some pretty big pores right in my T-zone, I am going to go in with another primer. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Y'all know this is my jam. It really just fills in the pores and it really makes your skin look flawless. So depending on your skin type and stuff like that, you can go in with multiple different foundations. I want to keep this really lightweight and really light coverage, and I have dry skin, so when I do a light makeup look, I always go in with more dewy, natural looking foundations just to enhance my skin. You can totally skip this step in general if your skin is like more clear than mine. If you don't wear foundation anyway, this step is totally optional for you. I wear foundation all the time. I have really bad redness, so I always go in with foundation. But like I said, I do like to go in with lighter foundations when I'm doing a light makeup look. So for this, I like to mix two foundations. So I have the Becca Aqualuminous foundation and then the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint, and these are both really light coverage, but they make your skin look glowy and beautiful, and it just kind of enhances your natural skin and it just kind of makes it look a little bit better. So first I go in with the Becca foundation, and I'm in the shade Porcelain. So this foundation just has a little dropper, and I just drop it on my face, and I always just start right here on my cheeks, and I'll just beauty blend that out. Like I said, this is really light coverage foundation, so you're not going to see a big difference like you do when I go in with my full coverage foundations. This is really just adding a little bit of a tint to my face to cover up my redness and just make my skin look more naturally like dewy and luminous and not so, you know, red and blotchy. This foundation is really just here to even out my skin tone. I'll then go in with a little bit on my forehead and just a tiny bit more on my cheeks. I do like to add a little bit more coverage. It's not adding a lot, it's just adding a little bit more tint to my face. When I go in with that second little layer, I really just focus that in my problem areas. So really just like right here on my cheeks, and I just blend that out. I'll then go in with my Neutrogena foundation, and this just has a little doe foot applicator, and I'll just add like 3 streaks to each cheek, a couple on the forehead and the chin, and then I'll use this foundation and drag it down my neck. And then again, I'll just beauty blend that out. This foundation's a little bit darker, just adds a little bit more of a tint, so that's why I go in with this one as well. But as you can see, it's not like overly covering everything. It's still really natural looking. It's just adding a nice tint to my face so that I don't look so pasty and pale, and I don't have like red blotches all over my face. So next I'll go in with concealer. I don't use nearly as much as I do on like a regular basis because I don't want to cover my whole face. I really just want to cover up my dark circles and make it look like I get a little bit more sleep at night. So I'll just do little dots and then I'll still put it in the center of my face just to balance everything out. But as you can see, this is way less concealer than I usually go in with. That just really brightened my eye and opened my eye up, and it also just covered up the dark circles that I have, and it's going to keep me from looking like I never sleep. So since I want to keep this more natural, I am going to go in with a cream bronzer and a cream blush today, because powder blushes can be a lot and powder bronzers can be a lot. I just want to enhance the natural like contours and shadows and stuff of my face. So I'm going in with the Too Faced Bronzed Peach Melting Powder Bronzer. This is in the shade Toasted Peach. And I'm just going to go in with a big, like, fluffy brush right here. And I'm just going to put a little on my brush. And I'm just going to add a little bit of color to my cheekbone and on my temples. I'm not contouring or anything like that. I'm literally just adding a little bit of warmth to my face and adding a little bit more dimension from where we look so flat from the foundation and concealer. I'm not going in with a lot. I'm literally barely even dipping into this. I really just want a natural look. And we're even going to tone this down a little bit, so it's not going to be crazy at all. This is so natural and so lightweight, and it smells just like peaches, so it's literally the best thing ever. I actually picked this up at TJ Maxx the other day, and it was so affordable. I literally love going to TJ Maxx because you can get such great deals on good high-end makeup. So once we are a little bit bronzed, I'll then go in with a little bit of a cream blush. This is also the Too Faced, this is called Too Faced Peach My Cheeks, and it is in the shade So Peachy. It's just a nice little pop of coral. It looks really intense, but since it's cream, it's not going to be anything crazy. Again, I'm just going to kind of go on like a big fluffy type brush. I'm just going to dip it into the blush. Y'all know I love blush and I can't go a day without it, so even for a job interview makeup tutorial, I have to go in with blush. But it's going to be a light wash of color. I'm not applying a lot of pressure, I'm just kind of sweeping it on my cheeks. It just adds a nice little sheen to my face, and it adds a little bit more color back in so that it looks more natural. And then of course I have to add a little to my nose, because what is a makeup routine without adding blush to your nose? And last but not least, for the cream products, I'm going in with the Too Faced Peach Frost, and this is in the shade Happy Face. And this is just a little bit of a highlighter. I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight to my cheekbone just to add a little bit of glow, because I want to be glowy. This is going to be really subtle. This is not for someone who wants to, you know, be blinding. This is not going to be the highlighter for you. This is going to be a nice subtle highlight to just add a little bit of glow back into your skin. Like, that's beautiful. Beautiful for like a light, natural look like we want to do for this. I'll just add it in all the places that I normally would. Again, don't go in with a heavy hand. I want this to be light and like fresh looking. I don't want it to be harsh. I don't want it to look like I, you know, applied a bunch of pressure, and I don't want you to be able to, you know, see me from outer space like I usually do when I apply highlight. This is just a little natural Nelly look. Somebody should take a shot every time I say natural, because I'm pretty sure I've already said it about 15 times in this video. So that is all the cream product. It's literally nothing fancy. I'm just, you know, glowy, but I look natural. I don't look like I have a bunch of makeup on my face. Since we did use a bunch of cream product, I do want to go in with powder just to set everything so that nothing is slipping and sliding on my face during my interview. So I just like to go in with my Morphe setting powder. This is in the shade Filter 2, and I'll just take a big fluffy brush. I don't want this to be concentrated in any place because this is a mattifying powder, and I want to be able to set my under eyes and set my face so that nothing slips and slides. So I'll just take a big fluffy brush and just kind of dip into it, tap off the excess, and just lightly brush this across my face. I'm just trying to set all of that cream that we put on our face. And that kind of blends everything out. It blends it all together and it makes it look more natural and more realistic. So I'm not going to go in with eyeshadow. I'm really not going in with anything on my lid because, again, I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a bunch of makeup. So I'm just going to go in with some mascara to, you know, liven my eyes back up and make them pop. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. It's actually really good. So this is pretty much the makeup look all complete. You can go in with a light gloss, you can go in with a light lipstick if you want. I don't like to do that. I like to just add some chapstick and make my lips look nice and fresh. So I'll just go in with a little chapstick. I love it so much. If you're not satisfied there, you can go in with a little bit of gloss. I wouldn't go in with a lot, but for the sake of the video, we'll go in with a little bit. I grabbed the Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss in So Cute. This is just a little nude lip gloss. I'm just going to add a little to the center to kind of add some color back into my lips. It's nothing crazy. You can't even really tell that I have it on, but my lips look nice and fresh and ready to go. So that is it for this look. It is a really, really light makeup, literally nothing that I ever do. This is just for the purpose of like job interviews. You can even do this for like if you're in college and you just want to wear a little makeup to class, but you don't want to overdo it. This is a really beautiful natural makeup look, and I think it turned out really great. I think I look well put together, and I just think that it's really natural and beautiful and glowy, and that is all I could ask for. I wish my skin was as beautiful and glowy as this without makeup, but you really can't even tell that I'm wearing any. It's super natural, really, really beautiful, and I really like the way that this turned out. So if you guys liked this video and you liked my little job interview makeup tutorial, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and you subscribe down below if you haven't already, which I really hope you have. Make sure you hit the little notification bell right beside it so you can be notified every time I upload content. It is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.